Hello, hello, hello. If you're here live, let me know. I don't know if you're here or not, and if you can hear me okay. So I will start. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, my name is Annabelle Ivaya. I am an intuitive mentor and healer. I'm doing those lives now probably a couple times a month, just to give you a heads up about what's going on in the planet, what's going on with the world, and wanting to create with you a space where we can just look at astrology as well as energetically what's going on the planet with the solar flares, and also what I'm receiving in my sessions and my meditations as far as messages from the divine. So, welcome in. I'm excited to have you here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please share or just subscribe. I would love to have you here. The more people we are, the less ads will be activated while you are doing watching all of the things that I'm doing here. So invite your friends, and I'm always super excited to have questions or have feedback. So please use the comment section to tell me how this information is landing for you. So I don't know if you follow any other people on YouTube as far as astrology and energy, but we are receiving so many solar codes right now. It's quite intense. So if you've been feeling a little bit out of whack, if you're feeling like you maybe need to drink more water, maybe you think you feel like you need to rest more. Sometimes the energies that we're receiving from the sun can be making us feel like we've been hit by a car. Not in the literal sense of it, but really like, whew, okay, like I need to lay down, I need to do this. I know that a lot of people have 9 to 5 jobs, and for those, it might be a bit more complicated, but try to ground yourself. We'll do a grounding meditation here. There's another one on my channel. If you're feeling your mind is overwhelming, anything that could kind of bring you back into alignment, of course, nature is super important at this time because we are so the solar flares are coming to Earth. It changes the Earth's frequency. That's why you see the Schumann resonances to be really kind of different every day. And sometimes it's very intense, and sometimes even it can't even read it because it's too high as a frequency. But there's also like the energies of how can we allow ourselves to fuel ourselves with the energies that are coming through so that we don't always feel out of whack. There is a divinity in this light. There is truth in this light. There is discernment. There is so much beautiful things for us as we move through ascension. So how can you use this energy at your advantage is very important. Um, if you're feeling that you have been going through a lot of planets are moving into different signs now that we're moving into the next part of 2025. So that can also have been like the big purge before those placements change. So we're now in Aries. Aries season is like, okay, what do I want? Have I denied myself to experience something I really wanted? Do I do still things for others before myself? Do I avoid looking at things because I think they're going to disappear if I don't look there? Or do I actually invite myself to sit in the discomfort of looking at all parts of myself, all parts of my life, and what do I want to create moving forward? So we're invited at this time to look at that. Now, there's no planets in retrograde. Oh my God, like thank you, universe, because that's been quite intense, I think, for a lot of us. I'm gonna share a bit. I have the list of the planets here on my phone because there's so much movement. So we just had a full moon in Libra, which was a lot about relationships. Libra is the relationship ruler in your chart. It's the seventh house, so you can look at what it was for you. But it was also like, okay, like maybe with the ending of Venus retrograde, did you have epiphanies about how are the relationships in my life? Do I feel seen? Do I feel loved? Do I feel heard? Or am I feeling that things are not moving forward for me and that we're not on the same page anymore and I want something different? So really allowing yourself to step into this new energy if you wanted to. Um, then there is, well, the Venus being direct. It's always like, remember, like the week prior we had Mercury going direct, but it takes a couple weeks before it's completely direct. So sometimes we still feel the lingering energies of those retrogrades, and it's a lot of self-reflection, but we're coming out of it. I would say Mars is the planet that's going to fuel us. And I'm going to talk about different aspects to that because it's not everything is, if you're not conscious of the fire that we're going to enter into, it can become very intense. So, yes. So, how do you want to move the post Venus and retrograde? What do you want to experience in your relationships now? How do you see your money life, your relationship to money, your actual connection to self, your self-worth? I did a beautiful webinar on Chiron yesterday, and I'll do another part next week in my group. So if you're wanting to join that, I'll put the link in the description box below. But that's those are the things, right? How can I take care of myself? And Chiron is an energy. I won't go too much into it now, but it's a wound that everybody has, and a lot of people in the same years, because it doesn't move so fast. We have the same wound, but it's going to be experienced differently depending on which house it's in, the aspects to this asteroid in your chart. But really inviting yourself to look into, where are you blocking yourself from blooming? Where are you fearing to face things that are actually in your shadows, but you should bring to the light so that you're freeing yourself from the heaviness of this thing that you're trying to push away. Um, Now we also have Mercury entering Aries since a couple days. So Mercury is conversation, right? It's communication. It's a lot about how we receive messages and everything. Now there is lots more fire into it. So we are hoping that, some people, if you have a lot of fire in your chart, maybe make sure that you're taking a breath and not allowing too much of the fire to burst out anger, because that can create that. Because the lower octave of the fire signs is the anger and like the going at someone. So, like, just being attuned to yourself and do the grounding techniques you need to be able to stay in your center. Use this fire energy to your advantage. It's a fuel to the whole planet. Of course, if you have fire in your chart, you'll get even more of that. But anyway, that's for one-on-one greetings. If you want one, you can book one. The link is below. So since we have Leo now is the sign since yesterday that Mars entered into, that creates such a big difference. I don't know how you felt this week, and if you want to leave it in the comments, I would love to see how this energy shift from Mars in Cancer, where it's in its detriment. This means that, if you look at the stories, and I can even share mine, in December 2024, we had a bit of like this fiery energy because the planet Mars just dipped the toe in Leo, and then it went back into Cancer. So probably had a lot of ideas. I remember I could barely sleep if I well, those are the things not helping me to sleep, but there is a lot of energies around me and within me, and I was like having all of these ideas, and I wanted to do all of these things, and I had so many things in my head that I wanted to do with my business, and it was just like intense, really, but in a good way. And then once it's shifted back into Cancer, which I can't remember the date, but it was end of December, I believe. Until now, all of my projects were on hold, and they're still on hold. There's a lot of things that were still on hold. And now, since a week, I've had new openings, new opportunities, new ideas, new fire to create that came forward. So if that's you, please let me know. I'd love to hear how this shift in energy is actually acting up inside of your life. So we're gonna have a few weeks of that into June. So really, and allowing yourself to see, like, where does my soul, okay, Leo energy, let's talk about Leo. So Mars is like the energy that is ruling Aries, which is like, okay, I go for what I want, this is the I am, and this is the self. It's your first house usually, but depending what's your rising sign, it will land in a different part of your chart. But now, when we look at this energy that is already fire, that Mars is ruling over, entering another fire sign, which is Leo, you're like, wow, okay, what does that mean for me? I am a Leo rising, so for sure, my image, the way I present myself to the world, the creativity, everything is gonna be I highlighted for me in my first house because of that's where my ascendant is. So look at your chart and see the area of your life where Leo is. And if you don't know how to do that, just message me and we'll look into that. It's the house sector where Leo is, that is ruled by your Leo in your own chart. So Leo is creativity, is the playfulness, it's the child inside of us. It's the part of us that wants to you really enjoy life, really allow itself to shine. It doesn't always want to be forefront and center in a narcissistic kind of way. It wants to enjoy life and it wants others to also look within and see how beautiful they are. There's a lot of beautiful, expensive energy into Leo when it's the higher octave. Of course, all of the energies of astrology have lower octaves where it's more like, for Leo, it would be like narcissism or like feeling like I need always to be the center of attention. Otherwise, I feel I'm not seen, whatever. But there is also like the higher octave. So we are being called to see, where do I need to be more creative? And maybe we've been in the shadow and not really showing who we are to the world because we were shy and didn't want to, share who we are, or parts of ourselves, or personalities. If that's the case, you're going to be invited to look into that. And depending which house sector Leo rules for you, maybe you'll see what that actually means. Maybe because this is the area of your life, because all of the 12 sectors are actually related to one of the parts of our life, inside and outside. Yeah, that's going to be highlighted for the next few weeks. So look at that because it's until, I can't remember the date, but it's until June, later in June. We also have our beautiful sun entering Taurus this weekend. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Taurus is an energy of wanting to get things done in the physical. It's a earth sign, so it's really like wanting to also enjoy what life is all about. This is the time of the year in the northern hemisphere where things starts growing, the gardens, the flowers, everything. So it's really about reaping. What I'm hearing is reaping the rewards of taking the time to connect in and what we've seeded in the last whatever number of time. So that will be important for you to feel that the more patient you are, like when we have plants and or we want to grow a garden, we can't just look at, how long it takes for the sprout to grow. It will take its own time. If it has the right energy, the right circumstance and surroundings and environment, it will grow. So we don't have to, always look at it. So be patient with yourself, but also see, like, is there any need from my body? Taurus is very body related. So do I need to stretch more? Do I need to walk more, exercise more? What is it that your body needs? Maybe different food, whatever it is that your body is requiring of you. Listen it and see what happens with that. We will also have, there's so many things happening, but the most important part, I think, that you want to keep in mind as well, two things at the end of the month. I could share about a lot of other things, but a lot of other astrologers are talking about all of the other aspects, but overall, we have something on the 26th. So Leo, Mars in Leo is opposite Pluto in Aquarius. So if you look at the chart, you always have two energies are opposite. When we're talking about an opposition is when an energy is opposite in the chart. So if you see the circle, it's like first house, seventh house, right? Or 10th house, fourth house. It's always six house difference. So if we have Mars in Leo opposite Pluto in Aquarius on that chart, that means that there's going to have a lot of expansion through that energy. And it's not always an energy that it feels comfortable when it's Pluto, because Pluto is transformation, it's expansion, but it is really deep. It's not like a small planet, it's a big planet with lots of energy into it. And if you know your Pluto placement and what it means, that probably will be one of my next webinar in my group. You can join us if you want. That's something that's very important to know, because we have attachments, so many things there. But as we are individuals and it's like, how can we be together? Aquarius being like this energy of we are one, but we're also individual. Mars tells you go for what you want, but don't forget there are other people around you. Are you doing things for you, for your own creativity that's going to ripple out into this world, that's going to create good? That's kind of the invitation I'm sensing from this opposition between Pluto and Mars in Leo. So Pluto being in Aquarius on the 26th of April. So that's in uh 9 days. And then we have a new moon in Taurus. It's a beautiful moon for material, financial, manifestation if you wanted to, because this beautiful energy of this new moon is new beginning, as you all probably know. And it's also like, what do I see now so that in 6 months time my whole life is going to change. If you look back now, we just had a full moon in Libra. That was a completion from what happened in the new moon in Libra 6 months ago. So in early October. So what is it that you seeded and you were able to reap this time? So it's always like the 6 month cycles with the beautiful moons. So look at that and see what you want to bring forth in your life. And at the very end of this month, I'll probably do another life, but we'll have Venus entering Aries. That's going to change also the energy. Venus still in Pisces, a bit like floating around. At least she's direct, and it feels a little bit, probably a little bit more easy on the heart, less emotional, although Pisces is still an emotional sense, and it really connects to everyone, being one with everything and everyone. And it might be more fiery in the connection with others, because Venus rules relationships to self, but also with others. So I'm hoping that that's gonna help you navigating the next energies. Let me just see if there's any more messages that my guides would like me to share with you all, but we've shifted so much since the beginning of 2025. They want you to stop, close your eyes, and look how different your life is just between the end of last year and now, as we are I'm recording this on the 17th of April 2025. So in 4 months, how did your life change? How much of your worth are you able to put on the table so that you honor who you are? How much more of this inner guidance have you developed, the connection to follow more of what your heart truly desires, what not what the society is telling you, your family is telling you, other people are telling you, but what are you really connecting to yourself that is really supporting you now? How many people came through during all this period to support you? Have you been able to let the support in? Are you able to listen in to the whispers of your heart, of your soul, telling you this is good for me, this is not? Are you discerning what is good as far as food, as far as places to live, as far as work, as far as everything? This is a completion year, and we're about to enter well, we're in the Easter energy right now for whoever practiced that, but it's very ingrained in most of the cultures. And whether you celebrate it or not, can you allow yourself to use this time to follow more your heart, to let go of anything that told you that you were not good enough, that your dream were too big, that you were meant to live a simple life with not so much of the things that you really wanted? What is it that you can create for yourself that will shift your reality for the better? So I hope those words were supporting. Let me now go to breathing in and out, doing a meditation to ground yourself as we are entering the energies with more energies of fire, with Mars entering in Leo and more planets moving into Aries. There's lots of fire. Sometimes fire is good because we maybe have lacked a bit of motivation lately, but sometimes fire can bring frustration. And then sometimes frustration actually helps us setting limits and saying no to things that are not suiting ourselves anymore. So this is good also, but we want to stay centered and grounded the most we can. They're asking me to share with you that being close to water in the next few weeks and months will be supportive. So whether it's a stream of water, the ocean, whatever it is that is close to you will support you, even if it's a pond. It's just the element, a bath or a shower, whatever creates your connection to the water element is going to bring you back into more of a calm mind, an alignment with what you truly desire, and lower the noise around you. So breathe in and out, allowing your beautiful heart to open up. And sense that the element of water is actually a being. There's a being on top of you that will pour beautiful water frequencies, crystalline water frequencies inside of your energy field. You are safe. You're only surrounded of the most magnificent light, the light of God, creator, source, the energies that are supporting your ascension process, the guidance that is here to help you remember more of who you are. Breathe in and out, allowing your heart space to receive the water element and to spread it in all of your chakra. Tick a line, all of your chakras from the earth star beneath your feet, your root chakra at the bottom of your spine, your sacral chakra, just below the belly button, cleansing and recalibrating the whole of your first chakras. Breathe. Sense that it supports you more. You feel more connected to Gaia. You feel more in alignment with who you are. Breathe in and out. Allow yourself to feel into the water going now into your solar plexus, your heart, and your throat. And as the water moves from the bottom up, the stream of this cleansing water helps you remember that you can stay calm in the midst of the storm, that you can be the eye that is looking forward, knowing that it has goals and aspiration, but also can look within. This water is your energy within. It is who you are, what you are, how you feel right this moment. Breathe and bring this water energy into your third eye and your crown chakra. And send this energy out to fill the whole of your aura with the energy. This energy is going to support you in feeling aligned You can send it through the sky, through higher, higher, higher until you reach our beautiful God Source Creator. And then bringing the energy of support, of protection, the divine connection you have with your higher self. Everything you need in this energy is being shared with you now. Breathe and activate the waters inside of you. The divine waters you received, you can activate them with everything you like, with love, with joy, with expansion, abundance, with peace, ease, safety. Sense all these frequencies coming and going all around you. Let this light language help you remember the power you have, you hold. You are one with everything, but you are also unique. You have the power of alchemy within you, and you can also support others in lighting up your own path. You show different paths available to those that are always in the same path. So you're opening yourself to new things, and other people can see that other ways of living life, of experiencing this incarnation can be possible. Rainisht ataye, araye, ashaye, orayamaye, asiai noaye, raya taye, shukuraye, mizuza, zayan, ayan, aria kuraya, shukuaya. Open your heart space. Shimisi nisaya. Uroi tatiani. Ayo, aye, aniaka, rua, sheasia. Breathe in and out, allowing your beautiful heart, all of your chakras to remember more of this connection with your higher self, of the divine wisdom you hold, and of this next part of your journey that you are more in control of than you think. Not that you can control the events, but by choosing more love, choosing more peace, choosing to honor how you feel, to honor the sacredness of your being, you are being guided towards the best part of your life. Breathe in and out. Allow a path to open in front of you with new opportunities coming your way. This new energies that we are feeling, this shift as Mars entered Leo is bringing more creativity, more joy, more excitement, more childlike energy. Breathe in and out and allow this path to merge with you, or allow yourself to walk on this path, whatever feels right. And sense that you are calm yet happy, yet you are allowing yourself to experience more joy and excitement in life. That yes, you might have ups and downs as we all have on this planet. That's why we came here, to experience duality. But there's always a surprise on the corner that will create a ripple to support you. A ripple of love, a ripple of peace, a ripple of excitement, a whisper that will tell you that you are on the right path, because you always are. And that when you feel really lost, it is usually because you are being redirected and you need a time to reset. Allow yourself to be in this reset time when you need to, knowing that you will always have support along the way. Breathe in and out. Allow the water element to go through all of your chakras once more, from the top down this time. So crown circling into your third eye, your throat, your heart. Breathe. And then your solar plexus, your sacral, your root, Your heart is filled with this love, this peace, this cleansing water, this divine activated water, crystalline energy. Bring this energy through your feet, into your earth star, anchor all this energy for the path forward. Send a beautiful hug energy to the whole of this planet if you want to. Thank your guides, your higher self, for showing up for yourself and allowing yourself to shine more every day. Be your creative, unique self. Breathe in and out, and let me know how it feels in your body to come back, asking beautiful Gaia to ground you fully, to feel at peace, anchored, and ready for the next part of your journey. Let me know in the comments how this meditation, this video felt for you. I will be starting, big announcement, I will be starting a light language channel that will be only light language. I will not be channeling meditations because I did that in all of the other things. So that's going to be my next beautiful project. So keep an eye out. I will probably share the channel when it's going to be ready. I don't have all of the fancy equipment yet, so it'll be whatever I have, but I want to share more of these frequencies that are coming because I know how when I sing, when I speak light language, when I sing it, I know how powerful it is for everyone. And I want to share it more with the world. So let's keep an eye out for that. And if you want to join me there, I'll be happy to see you there. And if you need anything, the information to connect with me will be below. I do astrology readings, healing sessions with astrology, and I also do mentoring, and I have Beyond the Stars. That is my beautiful membership of women. We connect twice a month. Next time is Wednesday next week. And we have also deepening your psychic abilities. If you want to do like me, receive messages and be able to do that, read oracle cards and really be able to channel things and have more of a confirmation that the message you're receiving, the cards, everything kind of completes the whole of the sessions you're doing with people. I do believe there's some people that are doing massage therapy now or energy work that would love to add more channeled message in their session. So if that's you, the link will be below to join me there as well. So I look forward to connecting, lovely souls. My link to join Beyond Guiding Stars, the beautiful group where I connect to all of you and share my knowledge about astrology for free, will be below. And I might do more of those sessions about astrology here too, or open a new channel. I'm still checking the options out. So sending you a big hug. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the spring energy that wants to change you, that wants to alchemize anything that is not for you, and allow the change to bring you closer to who you truly are. All right, beautiful souls. So I will be seeing you in the next one. If you need anything, you let me know. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day.